So we finished reading The Treasure of Lemon Brown. Well, most of us finished reading The Treasure of Lemon Brown. I found a link for the story, the short story. So if you're still working on it, since you don't have a textbook at home, you can listen to the story. But in class on Wednesday, I shared my writing prompt about a conflict with a parent and it also mixed with an experience with homelessness. And I thought that I would put this online and share a few more details since I've done this a couple times now. Probably won't cry. Although I think you'll notice on Wednesday that I was trying really hard not to cry. Like, for example, so this shirt, this crazy shirt, which I really like, I actually found it in my dad's place when we were cleaning it out. I think it's like, if you look, I think it's a guy with a mustache. But it kind of looks like a guy with one eye and a mustache. But my brother, he pulled it on and he's like, oh, I think this is for you. And so I wore it all the time, even though, I mean, it's kind of this like weird brown color. But you know, it's like thrifty. So, and I had this box. So this is the box that I have of all this stuff that belonged to my dad that we kept, and share a few things. So, well, first of all, these sweethearts are like a year and a half old, but, oh, that was the box that smells like smoke. I was like, whoa, what's that smell? My dad smoked a lot, so it's still on his stuff. Anyway, he sent me a package before he died. I didn't get it until after the funeral. But this was in there and I haven't eaten them yet. Because, you know, it's like once you eat them, they're gone. I don't want them to be gone. Actually, I was looking for a picture to show you all. And all my stuff's still, like, packed up. So it was kind of hard to find a picture. But then I found this box instead. So, like, I sent this to my dad. So you can see that's my name. To my dad. And there's a picture of my dad playing with me when I was little. And a bookmark that I made for him using the same picture. He actually kept a copy of my university honors score. Some cards. This is a picture of my dad on Antelope Island in Utah. This is the program from his memorial. And I think that picture was taken just a month or so before. The picture of me that he had. An umbrella, a hat, sweatpants. Oh, I think this one says Michigan Dad on it because that's where I went to school and we got in this shirt that he had. Oh, this is a shirt he wore all the time. This blue one. It smells like him. The blanket. I think his old glasses are in here. Oh yeah, so here's his old glasses. And these are actually shells. I had sent this one the first time I lived there. I gave this to him the last Christmas I saw him, like for soap. These are actually really tricky to put in the mail. Sometimes they get confiscated. I mean, not that I killed any clams to get it. They just, yeah. I didn't do anything illegal to get them. That's all I'm saying. What else is in here? He sent to me in the last package. And some newspaper clippings. He really liked reading this one called Mr. Robert Kirby. It's really funny. There's a notebook in here. His old pants. An old belt. And all those old handkerchiefs. He would always have a handkerchief and I'd get all these bloody noses when I was little. He'd always have one for me. Anyway, this is what I shared on Wednesday. I wasted too many years being angry at him. I was angry that he hadn't been there for my mom or us when I was growing up. I was angry that the bad memories were so powerful and the good memories so few. And I didn't talk to him when I was in college. Not even when my grandmother broke her hip and my aunts put her in a nursing home. My dad was so upset when she died, he got himself arrested for drinking and driving. While he was in jail, my aunt sold the house, put his stuff in storage, and used his inheritance to put him in a rehab program where he promptly got kicked out. I don't know how long he was living on the streets, his stuff lost to a storage auction, and no one had told us. I was looking for him because I was headed off to the Marshall Islands for 2 years, and I wanted to say goodbye, but he wasn't at the address we had for him. We found him in the hospital, having passed out twice without explanation. A year later, my dad was diagnosed with bipolar disorder. It only took 40 years of his family's denial, my parents' divorce, and a brief period of homelessness. My dad lived in my grandmother's house for 20 years, taking care of her, keeping her company. It worked out well because my dad was always in and out of jobs. He drank a lot sometimes and not at all at others. He had a permanent brown stain on his fingers from smoking too many cheap cigarettes all the way to the blood. But my dad was smart. He was reading Emerson's essays before he died. And I loved him.